The man threw the dog out with force. As soon as the dog landed, it sprinted forward with all its strength. Togo pulled the rope tight. The 12-year-old Togo charged forward. The huge block of ice actually started to move. The man untied the rope, then ordered them all to sprint, and they all made it to shore. The man wanted Togo to rest, but Togo ran back to the front of the team. Yet no one knew that when he was little, he was weak and sickly. Sepp wanted to abandon him, but thanks to his wife's desperate pleading, he didn't. A month later the little guy became very active. His mischievous nature drove Sepp crazy, so he gave him to a friend. But the next day, the mischievous Togo was sent back. Sepp had no choice but to lock him in a cage, and as he watched the sled team leave, Togo dug 7 holes before finally escaping, and followed his master's scent. But because of his interference, the team ended up throwing Sepp into the river. Sepp decided to send him to the city, but with amazing perseverance, Togo found his master again. Seeing Togo's paws bleeding, he wanted him to rest, but Togo went straight to the lead dog's spot. Sepp decided to give him a chance. Unexpectedly, Togo's speed and endurance far surpassed the other sled dogs. Gradually, he became the leader of the team.
He's not a sled dog, he's a lead dog. He's magnificent, a future champion.
12 years later, a diphtheria epidemic broke out in the town. The life-saving serum was 400 miles away. Only Sepp's sled team could fetch the medicine, and although Togo was already 12 years old, without him, the mission was impossible. His wife also understood their mission. They were the hope of all the children. They bravely rushed into the unknown blizzard. Sepp decided to take a shortcut through the mountains, but Togo sensed danger. Yet the other dogs didn't stop. The whole team slid down. Fortunately, Sepp's pickaxe finally stopped at the edge of a cliff. Togo immediately turned and ran uphill. While the other dogs panicked, he kept running upward. Finally, with Togo's desperate efforts, he pulled the sled back up. Sepp noticed Togo's paws. Even though he was hurt, he had no intention of giving up. The next day they reached the strait, but before long the ice began to crack all around them, causing the whole team to panic. Sepp encouraged them.
"We band of champions!"
And the dogs slowly regained confidence. After Sepp got the serum, they set out again the next day. To save time for the children, they still chose the most dangerous strait, but the ice, only a few inches thick and weakened by the blizzard, kept breaking apart. The cracking grew worse and worse, but Togo kept moving forward without fear. When the sled got stuck, Togo pulled with all his strength. But when they reached the edge, the ice had already broken away from the shore. Sepp decided to let Togo pull them up. Togo charged again and again, making the ice block slowly move. Sepp immediately ordered all the dogs to sprint. Togo saved the team once more, but he was completely exhausted, yet he still wanted to run to the front of the team. On the final stretch, Sepp had no strength left. He could only beg Togo to make it to the last relay station. Eventually Sepp collapsed. When he woke up again, the sled team had stopped. Even Togo couldn't move anymore. Just when Sepp thought it was over, a beam of light shone over. They had completed the mission, but Togo's front legs were permanently ruined. One day when Sepp went to work, Togo ran out with his injured legs, until he forgot the pain. Sepp saw Togo still running toward him, just like when he was a pup.